War is declared by Governor DeSantis against Disney as the governor loses his first battle.
Disney has found a way to get around Florida's takeover of Reedy Creek. That's what the new board members picked by Governor DeSantis are saying. Disney quietly passed restrictive agreements last month that stripped the new board of many of its powers and gave maximum developmental power back to Disney. Now, this new board hired a special counsel who discovered an agreement between Disney and the old board that could last decades, possibly even longer than that. Current board members are hiring outside legal counsel to examine this agreement. The development comes after the Florida legislature, at the governor's command, overhauled Disney's government and put in their own supervisors.
Well, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has demanded an investigation into Disney after the company pulled a fast one on him amid a seemingly unending feud fueled by a battle over LGBTQ+ rights. DeSantis' demand comes after Disney made a stealthy move to prevent him from stripping the company of its long-held power over its tax district. In a letter to Florida's Chief Inspector General, Melinda Miguel, DeSantis reportedly accused Disney of attempting to usurp the authority of the Central Florida Tourism Oversight District Board, which used to be called Reedy Creek and the Reedy Creek District, and then requested a thorough review and investigation. Disney and DeSantis have been feuding since the entertainment company spoke out against the governor's anti-LGBTQ+ Don't Say Gay law, which bans discussions of sexual orientation and gender identity in lower grades and restricts them in higher grades, using language that LGBTQ+ activists say effectively bans mentioning LGBTQ+ people in the classroom. After that, DeSantis not only continuously criticized the company in public, but he also oversaw the Florida legislature's revocation of Disney's decades-old special zoning agreement to punish them. DeSantis isn't the only one seeking vengeance for Disney's move. Florida House Speaker Paul Renner said this week, also tweeting that, quote, all legislative options are now back on the table, end quote, and accused Disney of seeking to evade public accountability similar to every other business. Well, first off, I encourage everybody to read what the Reedy Creek board did before the turnover. And it's just come to light 2 days ago. And one of the interesting interpretations of what the Reedy Creek board did is they basically institutionalized Disney's ability to build in an unrestricted way, modify their public works and services on the Disney property as they want, prevent the new board that is appointed by Governor DeSantis from using any imaging of the Disney Corporation or any of their brand marks. They can never touch the brands. That was an agreement previously that they allowed Reedy Creek to do because Reedy Creek was doing it. Under the new, they couldn't. The most important and interesting way that the Disney previous Reedy Creek is getting away with this is they said you can do this until 27 years after King Charles' last heir dies.
Oh my gosh.
That's what they passed.
Oh, wow.
And so essentially that means any of King Charles' direct children, there are two, they have until they die plus 27 years.
No, it's descendant. So it's essentially in perpetuity unless the unless the Windsor line dies. This is
okay, and
I'm just saying it's well beyond Harry's death,
yes,
or whatever.
And broadly, there's some interpretation of that, but let's agree with what you just said. The broad interpretation is DeSantis dies before the turnover from the Disney to the new governor's board.
I read this story, like you said, a couple 3 days ago. Oh my gosh. It made me smile. And everybody here knows I am not one to smile. I can't. But
it hurts him, literally.
But this is incredible. Somebody missed a meeting because everything everything was posted. Like you have to take out ads in the relevant area newspapers, sunshine laws, everything. Everything apparently has been papered and documented along the way, just like it was supposed to do. So yeah, this makes me incredibly happy.
Can anybody here in the governor's mansion in Tallahassee? Wah, wah.
And I love that they say, they're going to have to be accountable just like every other business in the state. Okay, nobody cared about Disney accountability until they said no to the governor. Nobody gave a damn. And this will not look good for DeSantis. I'm sorry, between the first story that we did, this, probably other stories we're going to do tonight, he has got enough rope to hang himself. And damn it, he's doing it. This is going to turn on. You can't say I'm pro-business and then say, oh yes, I also stood up and attacked the largest employer in my state and really one of the largest private employers in the country.
Yeah.
This is the rope that he's hanging himself with. It sucks for us in Florida.
I would not want to be part of that household and not being able to go to Disney.
Well,
Could you imagine? Be like, Dad, can we go to Disney? Like, no.
John's point, the new chairman, the old chairman who is now the new chairman of Disney, has come right out and said that the Governor DeSantis is anti-business, and he is going to make the plea. And frankly, I think Disney is going to be quite successful. Wait, make sure we're clear. Disney, ESPN, ABC.
Yep. Everything that comes along with Disney.
Everything that comes along with it are all going to be saying Florida, 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 but not in a good way. Yeah. And you're anti-business. And they're digging, the governor is digging this hole more and more.
Yeah, Bob Iger had a phone call with stockholders a couple days ago, and one of them, I would call them an activist investor, challenged him aggressively, saying, why did you pick this fight? Why did you stand up for such a small minority of people? And he gave the absolute right answer, was that, yes, we have to look at the our broad audience base, but we also have to look out for the people that work for us, for our employees, our associates. We have to look out for them, even the small minority. And that was like, okay, that's Disney magic.
And why would Bob Iger do that? Because by all general accepted reporting, Disney is the largest LGBT employer in the world.
Yeah.
More queer people work for the Disney company than any other company.
Kudos to Disney big time. And we need other organizations that are that big to put the money where their mouth is, okay? Because I totally thought that they were going to take Mickey Mouse and get the hell out of Florida, okay? And instead they're staying and they're fighting, yes.
Yeah.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.